You ever have one of those weeks where you just know deep down the universe is out to mess with you? That was me right before all this started. I'm talking about a regular Thursday night. Nothing special. I'm just settling in and I hear this soft thump outside. Now, living out here, you get used to raccoons, maybe the neighbor's cat knocking over a trash can, so I brush it off, finish my show, and head to bed. The next morning, I step outside with my coffee, and there it is, my mailbox. Knocked over like it got in a bar fight and lost dangling off the post, barely hanging on. Looking so sad, I almost felt bad for it. I thought, okay, maybe some delivery guy clipped it. Maybe some kid playing pranks. I hammered it back in, straightened it as best I could, and went on with my day not thinking much of it. But 2 days later, it happens again. Only this time the post's not just bent, it's ripped right out of the ground like someone's playing mailbox rodeo. And it didn't stop there every other night. Same story. Sometimes I'd see tire marks running across my lawn. Sometimes it looked like a monster truck rally had made a pit stop just for my mailbox. I'd fix it, paint over the scuffs, plant it in deeper. Even tried a new post, but it kept getting flattened. I'm talking every 48 hours, like clockwork, that poor box was taking hits. That's when it hit me. This wasn't an accident. This was personal. Somebody out there, for whatever reason, had decided my mailbox was public enemy number 1. Now, I don't know if you've ever tried to catch a mailbox bandit, but let me tell you, it's like hunting Bigfoot with a water pistol. I even stayed up a couple nights sitting by the window with a flashlight and a bag of jerky thinking maybe I'd catch them in the act. Nope. Whoever it was, they had timing down to an art. I'd step away to shower, boom, mailbox down. Run out for milk, mailbox down. I started asking around. Hey, anybody see anything weird? Neighbors just shrugged. One said he'd heard an engine rev up real loud at 2 a.m. Another thought he'd seen a gray SUV cruising past late at night. Only problem? Half the folks in our HOA have gray SUVs, so that narrowed it down to, just about everyone. By this point, I'm starting to feel like maybe I'm the crazy one. I file a complaint with the HOA thinking maybe, just maybe, they'll actually do something. You know what they said? We'll look into it. Look into what my mailbox getting treated like a speed bump. They told me maybe the wind did it, maybe a delivery truck, or maybe those old posts just give out sometimes. It was like trying to explain calculus to a goldfish. I even stuck a plastic owl on top, hoping it would spook off the culprit. If anything, it looked like the owl got in a fight too, because next morning it was on the ground, beak first, like someone punched it for good measure. So now I'm mad. I grab my clipboard, snap a bunch of photos, mailbox crime scene the works, and march right into the HOA office. And who do I see sitting behind the desk but Karen herself, queen of the HOA? You know the type hair, perfectly coiffed nails like Talon's smile that says she's about to ruin your afternoon. I slap the photos down and say, someone's been running over my mailbox. Over and over. What are you going to do about it? She gives me that slow blink like I'm speaking a foreign language and says, Oh, your mailbox. These older posts snap easy. Could be anything. I look at her, and for a second, I wonder if she's actually serious or if this is just HOA speak for not my problem. Then in the same breath, she hits me with, but make sure your new mailbox is compliant. Right height, right paint, right post. Wouldn't want to get a fine. Yeah, that happened. I walk in with my mailbox murdered, and she's threatening to fine me for improper corpse disposal. Still, I'm nothing if not stubborn. I fix it again. New post-thick wood, painted it up nice, even added a shiny reflective strip. If anyone tried to hit it again, they'd see it coming from a mile away or so, I thought. For a few nights, nothing happens. No tire marks, no busted post, no angry early morning cussing. I start thinking maybe Karen actually did something. Maybe the HOA put out a warning. Who knows? I even see her jogging past my house one morning decked out in this neon pink tracksuit that looked like it came straight from the 80s, just waving smile plastered on like everything's fine. I nod back, half expecting her to break out a measuring tape right there. But things seem calm at least for a bit. Then Sunday morning rolls around, I'm sitting by the front window, socks on, coffee in hand, mood just barely hanging together. And what do I see? Karen's gray SUV creeping up the street like a shark that smells blood in the water. She slows down, scans the street, and then, bam, hits the gas plows right into my new mailbox like it's a piñata at a kid's party. Just smashes it. And for good measure, she backs up and does it again, then parks like nothing happened. No shame, no hurry, just pure, undiluted HOA audacity. I storm outside, still clutching my coffee, yelling, "Karen, what the hell?" She steps out, visor adjusted, looking at me like she just found a worm in her salad. "Oh, that. Didn't see it. Must have jumped out at me," she says, deadpan. I'm staring at this crater where my mailbox used to be, just stunned. I tell her it's been there 5 years. She just waves her hand. Says it's not the approved HOA color anyway, supposed to be antique bronze, not the gray I'd painted. I point at her car and go, "You mean like your gray SUV?" She shrugs, says it's not her fault my mailbox doesn't meet standards. No apology, no shame. If anything, she acts like she's the victim here. Then she drops the real kicker. "Technically, you're lucky I don't fine you for this." That's when I realize Karen isn't just careless. She's on a power trip, believes that HOA badge is a free pass to do whatever she wants. So, I snap. I'm done. I don't call the cops, don't write more complaints. This is personal now. If Karen wants a war, she'll get one. I spend the whole weekend building the Fort Knox of mailboxes, steel core concrete base, whole thing disguised in the same hated gray just to drive her nuts. Inside the post, I weld a 1/2-inch steel pipe straight down into the ground. On the outside, it looks like any other mailbox, but inside it's basically a medieval battering ram sunk in concrete. And this time I install a hidden camera motion sensor that works. Oh, and for flair, I glue a fake squirrel to the top because why not? If we're doing crazy, let's go all in. 2 days later, I'm back in my window coffee and hand slippers on, ready. Sure enough, Karen's gray SUV slides down the block like she's on a mission. She slows, lines up, and bam, hits that mailbox with all she's got. Only this time, the mailbox doesn't move. Her bumper crumples like a soda can airbag, pops the whole front end a mess. I damn near spit coffee all over the window. I'm laughing so hard. Karen stumbles out, hair wild, absolutely furious, looking at my mailbox like it personally betrayed her. I stroll out, phone already rolling with footage. "You might want to get that bumper checked out, Karen," I say, not even trying to hide the smirk. "Funny it didn't appear out of nowhere this time, huh?" She turns red. Spluttering, says it's a safety hazard. Now she'll report me to the HOA. I tell her, "Go for it. Got everything on camera. Want me to send it to your insurance too?" She glares, stomps off, dignity dragging behind her like her busted muffler. And the best part, that video, full color, clear as day, ended up the main event at the next neighborhood watch meeting. Everyone saw the whole thing, popcorn and all. Even the owl on top of the mailbox looked smug. And you know what? My mailbox is still standing, no dents, no scratches, just justice, plain and simple. But here's the thing, after that night, nobody touched my mailbox again. Karen. She kept her distance, though. Every time she drove past, I'd catch her glaring. Guess it's true what they say about messing with the quiet ones. Still, some neighbors thought I went too far. Others said she had it coming. Funny how something as small as a mailbox can split a community right down the middle. So, let me ask you, was I out of line, or was that karma doing its job? What would you have done if you were in my shoes? Go on, drop your take below. Let's see where you stand on the whole justice versus revenge thing.